It's something so intrinsic to the West, rodeo. But here in the Marble League, it marks a new event, and as a result, we have no idea what to expect. This event, by the way, sponsored by Jeremy Hill. The Oceanics still hold the top spot, but Midnight Wisps are tracking them down. Shout out to our team owner patrons as well. Thank you for helping us put on this wonderful Marble League. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods, back from a trip to the Chuck Wagon.
Welcome back, all marbles, to Marble League 2025, hosted by the O-Rangers. Our fourth event is Rodeo.
There is the bull in the chute. And shout out to our honorary team sponsor, Siri Stone. As we load the marbles in, the goal is to stay in the longest. The Majestic Melons will show us how it's done. The times are cumulative, so every time a marble leaves, the clock stops for them, but it keeps going for the other three, now the other two. And you can see that bull purposely lining up for the walls, figuring out the ways to buck those marbles off. And we look at the times. You can see him hopping up in the air. If you do hop and land in a different seat, that's okay. So you can see, first one went off at 325, 554, and so on. As we get a look at the O-Rangers showing us how it's done. They give the cowboy nod, and off we go, and they lose one early. Persistent bumping against that wall, lost the second one. A short bump for the third. And, oh, this bull's now a headhunter, rocking around trying to find those other marbles. But a great hang on for member number 4 there, as it's shown here, M1. 11-2-1 for the seconds, and a 21-18 is the best cumulative time. Team Momo coming up now. Off they go. They stayed pretty close on that one. The bull builds up some speed before that second hit. Now 3 marbles off. Fourth one right at the front and lost out. You have to wonder if some of the marbles can manage to stay on the back seats, if that gives them another couple of hits before they're cycled to the front. 28-0 goes up to first. Snowballs. In the gate, off. One gone, one tried to hang on. Trying to keep a hold of the stirrup as long as you possibly can. And oh, he leaves the arena. Doesn't have far to go, however. Still a bit of a shock. This whole event really is a shock. How many times do marbles ride bulls of any sort? 27-15 is the second best that we've seen. How many times also in Marble League history have we ever had a rough stock event? Hard hits here. And it's very formulaic for this bull. Swinging him around hard into the wall. And the clock stops. That last marble did get almost a full rotation. 2 hits, and then finally, blackjack number 4 is removed. And it's an 18-3-2. Oof, nearly 10 seconds off. Oceanics, shout out to our team sponsor, Hyper Hero 2 for the Oceanics. Oh, and the Oceanics lose 2 at a time on 2 separate occasions. And that was an abysmal run for the Marble League Championship leaders. 15-9-3 over 12 seconds off, and they go into last. Now, was that bull particularly rowdy? Pickup marbles have their work cut out for them, trying to wrangle some of these bulls back into the pens. Green Ducks now, they have a bull that's got a good, interesting strategy. They had a marble that moved around and ended up in the back seat, and instead the bull rotated around and said, I'm going to go in backwards. Green Ducks come in 4th out of 6 so far. Ducks still happy with that one. Savage Speeders coming up now. They're excited for this event. Wondering how fast they can get this bull to go, but I'm not sure that that is the best strategy. But hey, it's working for them. Maybe it is a good strategy. They've got multiple rotations going before the final hit throws out the last two members. And the Savage Speeders, who are down in 10th in the overall standings in the Marble League thus far, they got this bull to pick up some speed and avoid the walls, and it worked. 31.52 puts the Speeders in first. Now, was that bull a little thrown off by their strategy? Or was that one not the strongest bull in the pen? 3 mellow yellows are gone, and the last one goes shortly thereafter. Nobody gets past 9 seconds on this ride. And look at the solid impact. Lifted every member out of their seats. They went airborne in between.
Well done to our current leaders, Savage Speeders, with a score of 31.52.
Well, we've seen some jumpers and kickers so far from these bulls, and it's building an interesting legacy for this event. And by the way, if you want to build and have your own competitions, check out our marble set. You can see it being built and what all goes into it. So many different options for how you can play it. We hope you'll check it out. Hopefully nobody ends up there. You can go to the headquarters, maybe not the jail. Team Galactic coming up now in run number 9. Their bull is off. They give the nod. First impact, everybody survived. Now they've got some rotation going where it's a glance against the wall. 2 marbles still in there. Oh, and then they get sent sideways. It was a broadside into the wall. One of the marbles sent all the way out of the arena. And in this form of rodeo, no fouls for the bull hitting the wall. They're just under 4 seconds back. It puts them in third. Yeah, 2 members almost went over the wall. As the Limers, they need some points. They're down in 15th of 16 teams. Watching everybody go in front of them, is that going to work? They've managed to make the bull turn in a tighter angle. That keeps them on for longer. But I don't think they made it past 9 seconds or 10 for any individual marble. Look at the bull getting hung up there, and that actually will help. 5th. Solid result. Middle of the pack right now for the Limers. Cobalts. They dropped 4 spots after the last event. Still yet to medal. They've lost 2 on that second impact. They get the bull hung up, and then it slides around with a tail whip to throw off that final Cobalt. '11th go the Cobalts. 14.58. Bumblebees with a shout out to their sponsor, the Moster Cousins. They've lost 2 marbles, 3. The bull gets hung up. Time is ticking. Can they hold on? No. Nearly 20 seconds off. 11.77 is dead last among our runners, and we're 3/4 of the way through. Speaking of dead last, sorry. Balls of Chaos are in 16th in the standings. They've got just 4 points. They're the only team left still in single digits. They've got a marble holding on here who gets bucked right off, shy of the 8-second mark. And Balls of Chaos don't go last. 16.69 off of the leader. 14.83 puts them in 11th of 13. Raspberry Racers. Off they go. They've lost 1, but they're holding on, all 3 of them now. They've got the bull right in the middle, swinging him around. They're guiding the bull toward the middle there, and finally gets him sent off, but that ended up being a bit of a money horse for him, because that should put them high up the order. It does. They're in first. 3 marbles past 10 seconds. Wow. With 2 teams left, they are guaranteed a medal. are the Raspberry Racers. Pinkies can get up there, and they're trying to do the same thing. They're getting that bowl more toward the middle. They've got one left. There, finally, they've got it done. Swinging around past 11 seconds, 12, 13. That's going to help them climb the order. Pinkies, another team that needs it. They're in 14th overall. And they go third into bronze medal. And Raspberry Racers can finish no worse than silver. Midnight Wisps, the team that is slowly working their way up the standings. What can they do here? Can they claim another medal? They've lost one, but now they're doing the same thing. They've got the ball angled toward the middle. They've lost the back marble, and finally tumbled off. I'm not sure that's going to be enough for the gold. How close will it put them toward the top of the order? It's silver! Midnight Wisps, on the final run of the event, take second place, but it's the Raspberry Racers that tamed the bull and walk away with gold. Savage Speeders with the bronze, just 3.26 seconds
well done to our medal winners.
Separating the top three.
The bronze goes to the Savage Speeders, the silver goes to the Midnight Wisps, and the gold goes to the Raspberry Racers. Congratulations to these teams, and we will see you all at the next event, the 5-meter sprints.
First time we've contested Rodeo here in the Marble League, and that by default means that the Raspberry Racers are our new record holders. Racers coming from 9th in the standings, yet to medal prior to this event. Let's see how high up they climb here. Well, the Rodeo gave us twists and turns, bucking around and throwing marbles through the air. It was chaotic, it was quirky, but it worked. Midnight Wisps take over the top of the standings from the Oceanics. O'Rangers still holding in third. Raspberry Racers up 5 to 4th. And the next event will feature a showdown.